I saw some interesting stuff on this table, so I wanted to kind of ask you guys about your experience here and what you've got on display.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace.
We are an enabled group, and we design and make 3D printed prosthetic arms for people who need them. For a professionally done prosthetic, by a real prosthetist, they're expensive. They're in the $10,000, $20,000 range. If you've got good insurance, could possibly be the way to go. But for people that don't have the ability to pay for one, we're an option.
So sometimes you hear people say it costs an arm and a leg. And where do you sell these?
We don't sell them.
Oh.
We donate them. We donate our time and material. There's about $50 worth of material involved with printing and putting them on together, but we give them to whoever wants it.
Okay, but how do you get the money to be able to do that? Because
out of our back pocket.
Oh, you pay for it?
Yeah, we started with one that went to a man in Africa, and his name was Kwawu. So we named it after him. And
nice.
We've gone through the Kwawu 2, and Kwawu 3 is our model now. It's totally open source, can be downloaded online from Thingiverse, and people can customize them and print them on their 3D printers. This one is for a child. It's customizable using a program called OpenSCAD. This is for an adult, a larger one, but
I've used OpenSCAD before, and it's not very easy. So how did you guys figure out how to make an entire arm with it?
Well, the design is already in the file that you download from Thingiverse, and it's got a set of parameters, measurements that you take from the person of the arm and across the hand and the bicep, and you plug these parameters into OpenSCAD and render the file and then export it as an STL.
Wow.
Once you do it a few times, it's really not that hard to do.
Do you have people print these out even if they don't need one?
Just something to make?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a challenging build. It's not the easiest thing, but the printing isn't too bad. There are a lot of parts. You can watch a instruction video on how to put it together from the Thingiverse site.
Could you put one of these together with only one hand?
That could be a challenge. It'd be hard to do with one hand, but I don't know. Some people get pretty good with just one hand.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I'm not saying it can't be done.
Maybe like a hand and a foot.
Well, with a helping friend, would probably be a better idea.
Okay. I noticed that they all look like human hands. Do you do for pets too?
We haven't done that yet, but someone else asked me about that. We're for humans.
What material do you usually use?
We print with PETG. PETG for most of the arm. The little hinges in the fingers are TPU.
Oh.
The hinges in there that cause it to spring back.
It gives a little flexibility like real
yep.
joints.
Yep.
Can you put like a Dremel on or like a screwdriver attachment?
We could probably design a little tool that would hold a Dremel possibly, but this one we've got a tweezer attachment that you can put on the end of it and operate a tweezer to do real small work. And people that get into this do their own modifications. They'll build their own mod using a Fusion 360 or some design software, and they'll make their own. John will tell you about this new one. It's going to be the Kwawu 4 that's got more functionality, and you can change terminal devices on the end, unscrew and take this hand off and put a different device on.
I've been using Squarespace to design and host my own website for over 2 years now. Before starting my website with Squarespace, I didn't really have any web design experience, but their user interface called Fluid Engine makes it really easy to build web pages from the ground up. So you can use your phone or computer to drag and drop pictures, links, buttons, and all sorts of stuff, and it makes it really easy to bring your creative visions to life. Squarespace is a great way to establish a professional web presence, and with Squarespace domains, you can even pick your own domain name. So when you go to nathanbuildsrobots.com, you can see that's me. So check out squarespace.com for a free trial. The best part is you don't have to pay anything until you're ready to publish your website. Once you're ready to launch your website, go to squarespace.com/nathanbuildsrobots to claim a 10% coupon off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now let's get back to our presentation on 3D printing. So, where were we? All right.
I'm John Scogan.
Endron Skogan?
Yeah, I live here in Loveland along with Bruce, and we're together with our group at Loveland Creator Space. Jack Buchanan is our leader, who's the original designer, but then we take things from his design and try to improve them. One of the things that we've done is made use of this arm. This is able to be taken off by unscrewing this screw right here and unloading this latch right here. It's a kind of a fishing swivel, and we can take that off and put in a hand like this, which is like the other hands. The other ones don't have the ability to interchange the terminal devices. In addition to that, we have the option to take this off and put in something like this.
Wow, that's the tweezer one.
That's a tweezer one, so you can pick up really small things with that, like nuts and bolts and things like that. We have a spoon one here too, eating utensil, or a screwdriver, or we could adapt something like a Dremel tool that you mentioned before. I imagine we could do that.
Could you also do like a flamethrower or something to that?
Flamethrower? Yeah, I think we could. Flamethrower, you could
Yeah.
all around, buddy.
You have this bottle here.
Yes.
And it's got me thinking, if I only had one hand, it would be really difficult to open this. Right?
Yeah.
I guess I could figure it out.
I think you could figure it out.
Okay.
But-
So maybe you don't need one for that. But
No. We also have this box and block test results.
Okay.
Measures the dexterity of people with prosthetic arms. A normal person can move about 80 blocks from here over to here in 1 minute.
Okay.
Our best result with our claw device was 36. This chart here shows other devices and what their numbers were. The professional ones are here down to the last 3. The best one was 29.
Wow.
Our best one was 36.
So how is 3D printing like enabled or helped you do more with this than maybe those other?
Well, for one thing, it's easy to make a prototype.
Yeah.
And if you have a problem, and I've done this many times, I got a whole bunch of tubs of discarded parts that didn't work.
Yeah.
You can go back to the design, change it, print a new one, and check it out and make sure it works.
Accessibility too. Anyone can get a 3D printer and start doing this.
And also it can be individually adapted for each individual. You can personalize them.
Okay.
You can make, I know for this little girl here in Kansas City, we made one. She has a special type of arm that she wanted decorated a certain way.
Okay.
So we can do that.
Nice.
And we can make, Spider-Man arms or whatever for the person that wants it.
I see one back here. It looks like a claw hand, like when you're at the store and you grab the candy out of the.
Yeah, I made this design.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
Maybe it won't be in our repertoire, but something I just thought of.
Yeah, it's just an experiment.
Yeah. And this one is the same way, but except this one you pull to close, this one you pull to open. So you can. This is a pickleball. I play pickleball, so I wanted something.
Yeah.
See if that works. So you pull it down. Whoops.
Yeah, that
Pick
works.
it up. Yep.
So do you often get people who need these prosthetics that send you like mail or?
Just recently, we had a person from Uruguay.
Oh.
She was on a Uruguayan version of the Voice TV show. She had a silver arm there that she made.
Wow.
That her father made.
That's cool.
And then she has a black one for her black outfits or whatever. So you can personalize it.
Yeah, change your arm to go with your outfit.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's crazy to say, but it's what's happening.
That's what's happening. And her father downloaded all the information that she needed to print these things from the internet on the Thingiverse site.
Wow, that's incredible. So did she give you guys a shout out when she won the?
No,
The
she
Voice?
didn't. But her father gave us a thank you note.
Okay.
Yeah, that was good enough.
How do you feel about these events and like coming out here? What's been like the response from the audience to the stuff you're working on?
It's been great. We have a great response here. People come by and talk about it and think we're doing a great job. This is our first time we've been here.
Oh,
and so
okay.
we don't know really what to expect, but we're really impressed.
I think you're like a shoo-in for this kind of thing. Like, people here get 3D printing and they get like, we need to make stuff with it.
Great experience to to share with these people, you know, that can really give us some good advice, and they like what we're doing. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, they might want to get involved somehow too.
We're hoping so.
All right, so if someone wanted to like contribute to this project, where would they go?
Well, we like people to get involved and come to our meetings. We meet here locally, and they can join us in printing prosthetics on their 3D printer. That's the best way to help us, you know. We don't really accept donations, or we don't charge anybody anything for the arms we make, so we just like people to want to make them.
All right, well, thanks for coming here, and thanks for making all these great products for people who could really use them.
Well, thank you for advertising this idea. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no problem. It's my contribution to the project.
Thank you.
Great.